Welcome back to the channel. Today marks video number 16, and also tomorrow will be 1 month since I started these videos and we started this community together. So thank you so much for all the support, the likes, the comments below the video, and for the subscriptions. It really means a lot, and I hope that we can keep growing and more importantly, growing our crypto portfolio gains. So if this is your first time on the channel, we try to uncover as many different ways to maximize crypto gains, whether it's IDOs, pre-sales, small cap gems, um, trade setups, what have you. I try to look at as many different ways to make money in crypto and to learn more about crypto. And real quick, two pieces of housekeeping. A, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything that we're going to cover today is for fun, entertainment, education. And then B, I apologize for the bad audio. I'm still waiting on my new microphone to come in and new camera and all that good stuff. So hopefully we'll be a little more presentable in the days to come as we keep growing this community, and hopefully the stream will look better and more professional. So thank you for bearing with me. I really appreciate that. So let's get into it. Today's video is about Verasity. Verasity, VRA. Many of you have probably heard about it, but maybe don't know that much about it as far as details. I had definitely heard about it, but until I started researching for this video, I didn't really know that much about it. And just to kind of give you more of kind of like a high level view on what the project is. If you go to their website, it says it's a protocol and product layer platform for esports and video entertainment. Blah blah blah. What does that mean, right? So let's put that into kind of like a real world example. So with the video entertainment, what they're trying to do is they're trying to use all the power and the value cases and solution cases that blockchain brings to the table for big social platforms like YouTube, like Twitch, Vimeo, and so on. And the way that they're trying to do this is through their protocol. And there's a lot of really cool things to talk about here. They have a patent that is a proof of view. So you know how Bitcoin's proof of stake? Well, this is a proof of view patent, and it basically allows the advertisers to know um, that the views are real. They're not bots. They can see exactly how much of the video is being watched. If was anything skipped, that sort of thing. And it also enriches the experience for the viewers because the viewer's going to get hit more with ads that they're more prone to watch, which is more mainstream nowadays, but they're going to take it to another level. But this is the really cool thing. So, you know, we've talked a lot about play to earn this, play to earn that. Well, this is a view to earn. Yeah, view to earn. So the viewer now gets paid to watch. So for example, you guys would be getting paid right now a VRA token for watching this video, and I'd probably get a VRA token. Wow, that's cool. And so it's a win for me, the creator. It's a win for you guys, the viewer, and it's also a win for the advertiser because now they have a better idea of how their money's spent. They're not just pissing away all this money, not even knowing if it's a bunch of bots and things of that nature, just stating that it's a view. So it's really, really a huge win-win for all three big facets. Again, the creator, the viewer, and the advertiser. And I actually tried to take it a step further last night. I created a VR, it's called a VRA wallet, and created it, and then went to the site. And what I was going to do is for 1 hour before going to bed, for one whole hour, I was going to watch as many videos as I can to see how many VRA tokens I accumulate in 1 hour to see, more or less maybe what the hourly would be, right? Because I thought it would be really cool for the video to show that. But unfortunately, I had all sorts of issues. I can log into the wallet just fine, but when I try to get into a video to watch it and earn a token, it kept telling me that my password's not good. So I changed the password. They sent me the verification. I redid it, and again they said the same thing. I went to Reddit, and there was actually a Reddit forum where they talked about the fact that this happens a lot. So is that a red flag? I don't know, but unfortunately, I still haven't watched a single video, even though I really, really wanted to, because I thought it'd be really cool to tell you what the hourly is, right, of viewing videos. So I will try to follow up on that. I sent an email to support. They haven't emailed me back, so I'll tell you what. On the comments, I'll let you know how long it took support to get back to me, if we fixed the problem, and then what the hourly was. Because I'm going to take it a step further and see what the hourly is. Just one night, just one random night I'll pick for that. So really cool. So I hope that does a good job of explaining what the project is. Incredibly unique. They have this patent, and they're also trying to expand with esports, and they're doing a whole lot of things there with tournaments. And then the third piece of it is that they have a verification NFT tool. So they feel that they can bring a lot of value with the NFT space, with all the fraud that's going on there. They think that they can help out in that case as well. So that's three huge value cases. All of them seem very legit. They seem real. And it's going to be very interesting to see where all this goes. It's still a very young project, and they probably, I'm guessing, still have a long way to go. I don't understand yet. So another thing that was very interesting is that, and I do want to make this a very important point. They're not trying to take away traffic away from like a YouTube. Okay, so they're not like I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's some, platforms that are kind of decentralized and they're trying to take, viewers away from YouTube. No, not at all. Their solution integrates into YouTube, integrates into Twitch, which is really, really cool. So that way, they're not trying to, they understand it's very important for uh, for the content creator and for the viewer. They don't want to have to meet somewhere else, right? They kind of like where they meet right now, and this project understands that and doesn't want to take that away. So I thought that was really cool that they can integrate with just about any major platform. I mean, kudos to these guys for making that happen. So as far as other fundamentals with this project, that kind of I don't want to make this video too long, so that kind of sums it up. You can go check out their website. So here's the Verasity TV. You got to set up your VRA wallet first. If you want to stake, you do get 25% annually, and you get it paid daily. We can talk about that in a bit when I talk about my technical analysis, price prediction kind of thing, because I have so many different things to say there. Because I know it's going to sound weird, but I really like this as a swing trade. Not so sure I like it as a mid-term trade because I think this token is going to get hit during the bear market when it comes. But I do think that long term it's an amazing fit. So I know I'm all over the place there, so we'll have to break it down in a second. So if you do want to buy Vera, it's super simple. They made it really easy. And a couple things to look at. Their circulating supplies at 43% of total supply, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Could be better. It's not like UFO where it's at 100%, but not bad. And the market cap is only almost 160. Again, the fully diluted is much more, but 160 for a project like this that is so unique that anyone that tells you how big this project could get is probably BSing a little bit. Because what are we gonna compare this to? Like we've never seen this before with this patent for proof of view. Um, I mean, how can you compare it to anything? If someone tells me, yeah, maybe their market cap in 2025 is going to be 6 bill, okay, maybe 6 billion. If that same person tells me 800 million, okay. Like I just don't know. I mean, and if you guys think that you know, please let me know in the comments. I'm sure someone watching this knows a lot more about proof of view than I do. Let me know. But I just see it. I just see that predicting like the ceiling with this seems impossible because we just haven't seen this before. I mean, they're disrupting the game. I mean, imagine that, guys. Imagine getting paid to you're getting paid, right? You're earning watching videos. Like that is so cool, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to disrupt the game, and I love it. I think that's really cool. Will they be successful? I don't know. So the last thing I wanted to cover is just it's really easy to buy this coin right now. Do keep in mind that about 2/3 of the volume is in one exchange coin, but Gate.io is decent. Bittrex, I mean, there's some decent names there. Uniswap, it trades very little bit on Uniswap, and just FYI, guys, if you're gonna take anything from this video today, do not buy this coin in Uniswap. It's gonna be a lot more expensive in Uniswap than it is in KuCoin or Gate.io. So if I was to buy this coin, I would buy it in KuCoin. But if you want to stake, I would just buy it straight from the website, which you can. They made it super easy. You got this Insta buy. They took away fees. They're doing things really really right to try to make it really easy for people to want to stake. And I'm not sure if that still holds, but I thought I read somewhere that in March of next year the percentage will drop to 25.5. So keep that in mind. So real quick, we're already at 9 minutes in this video. Wow. I was trying to make it under 12 minutes. That's going to be really hard. So before we get into the technical analysis, Bitcoin is the chart that rules them all. So real quick, we have to keep this in mind. Is the bear market about to hit? There's a lot of fear in the market still. I trust this chart right here. I trust it because from its inception, Bitcoin has always held true to this chart. And as you can see here, we don't go into bear market until after we hit this red line. Then we go parabolic for a little bit, and then it's time for the bear market. And yes, I know, just because it worked in the past doesn't mean it'll for sure work in the future, but it's been pretty darn good. So I'm going to keep assuming that this chart can be trusted, and that tells me that we're not that close to, I mean, we're not nowhere close to this red line, so this bull run will keep going. And as far as BTC goes right now, I've said in prior videos, nothing has changed since my first video. I know at first I sounded bearish just because I was trying to let everyone know that Bitcoin was going to go sideways and maybe down for a bit, and it's done exactly that. But until the daily closes at lower than 42K-ish, or the weekly closes at lower than 39.8K-ish, it's still a very bullish structure. It's still a very bullish structure. There's nothing to worry about, okay? Now, if it drops one of those levels, then we have to pivot and rethink everything. It might be time to sell all the alts, but we can discuss that when and if that happens. When and if that happens, and I don't think it will, but we'll see what happens. So let's get into the token from a technical analysis perspective. That way we can go into a little bit of price prediction. So one thing that I wanted to bring up right away is that it looks very discounted right now, right? So here, let me get off the screen so you can see everything. It looks very discounted. It was up to its all-time high of a little bit over 9 cents, and now here we are at 3.5 cents. And it's up about 10% in the day, and it's done something very, very interesting today. It kind of jumped the creek here, as you see this downtrend, and it created this this line right here, this supply line, and it's been breached. So my 2 cents is that it's probably going to back test this what used to be resistance, now hopefully a support, and then we can start going up again. But I do think it's going to back test that, so I do expect a little down before up. So that's one thing that I definitely wanted to bring up. The volume is starting to peak up a little bit, but as you can see here, guys, you know, volume has been very big for this asset. So not all crypto assets need volume, but for whatever reason this one has. So as you can see here, the volume started picking up for Verasity right here around July 26th, and then boom, and then kind of came down. But it needs more volume, and this is a slight uptick in volume, so that could be pretty interesting. I was looking at the MACD. Again, it sure looks on the daily like it's about to go into positive momentum. And the last time it did that, it did really well. So let's look at that real quick. October 1st, let's see what it did last time that it went from negative to positive momentum. Go to October 1st. Did pretty darn good. Went from almost 3 cents all the way. It did a 3x the last time that it went from negative to positive momentum. RSI still in the bearish zone. So let's see. Let's just draw a real quick trend line here. See if it broke it. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of things to like right now in the short term. A lot of things to like. I really like it as a swing trade right now. And even though it would not surprise me at all if it does a back test, and also Bitcoin, it could easily, you know, go back. You know, say Bitcoin goes back up to like 51K, hits resistance there. It could go back to these levels again to try to really get enough market participation to then hit 54K. 54K is going to be a lot of problems, I think, for Bitcoin. I think it's going to take a bit to get over 54K, and it could even drop again because of that. So again, there might be better spots to get in as a swing trade here with VRA, but it's looking like a pretty decent spot for a swing trade. Now, one thing that I wanted to also see here is, let's go here. This was the measured move last time I had a nice run, about-ish. And then if we were to try to predict the next measured move, it pretty much did it. Look at that. Wow. That's amazing. So I know that TA doesn't always work, but if that doesn't give you a great idea about how you can trust TA, I mean, that's pretty amazing. So the next measured move then, we'll put it around, looks like almost 14 cents. So as far as profit taking levels, if I was to go into a swing trade right now with VRA, I would probably think that it's going to be pretty tough around these levels right here of 7 cents. Look at that, a lot of choppiness there. So you gotta figure that around 7 cents it'll probably retrace, and then I don't know how much it would retrace. It's kind of hard to say right now. It also depends on what Bitcoin's doing at the time. But then after that, the next level profit would probably just be an obvious. Well, it'd be interesting to see if it could pass this and go into price discovery. And then if it can and Bitcoin's pumping, then yeah, I mean something like I said earlier of $13 or 13 cents or 14 cents can make a lot of sense. Um, Literally. But as far as my long-term view, midterm view on this asset, this is where it gets a little nuanced. So I kind of gave you my short-term, maybe from now until the end of the bull run kind of view. I think 14 cents is very doable. Maybe more because it's in price discovery, and who knows what will happen then. Especially, say, let's just say, for example, BTC goes parabolic before it goes on a bear, the bear market starts. But as far as longer term than that, I have some concerns. So I do think that this asset's going to get crushed during a bear market. I think it's going to get absolutely crushed with a lot of these assets that went on amazing runs. I mean, look at this. VRA not that long ago, earlier this year, in fact, was 18% of a penny. 18% of a penny. So that is just wow. It's already gone up so much. You got to figure that during a bear market, we're going to test something. I think we're going to test a lot lower than this low right here. My guess is that during a bear market, we'll probably test something around that 77% of a penny, maybe. That could be a good time to go in during the bear market, and then just keep accumulating and accumulating. But once the bear market is over, say it's, I don't know, late 23 or 24, 25, anyone that tells you exactly when the bear market starts or ends is full of it. No one really knows for sure, but let's just assume it's 2025 and things are pumping again and you're looking for another measured move. I mean, this thing could go absolutely nuts. It could go absolutely nuts. Um, so, I think that this will be an amazing token to get during the bear market because and I'm the worst with doing this with TradingView. I always struggle with this part of it. Maybe one of you guys can tell me down in the comments how to get up to that. But I mean, the measure move will be pretty big. So sorry about that, guys. I wanted to see what that was, but probably should have messed with that before the video. But as you can see, it's gonna be an amazing buy. If you can get it down here less than a penny, I mean, you're probably looking at who knows what that's gonna be like, but it's looking like it's probably gonna be like at least a 30 or 40x, right? If you're patient. So yeah, I mean, I love this as a swing trade now. Not financial advice, of course. I'm just telling you what I'm gonna do. And then I already mapped out the profit taking levels, and then just kind of wait and see what Bitcoin's doing. I think just wait. I think this will be an amazing asset to accumulate a whole bunch of during the bear market. And so yeah, I mean, obviously I'm really thinking far along in this video. I'm talking about 24, 25, where we could see some amazing gains. So if you missed all these gains down here from this asset, which I've never bought it, so obviously I did, I think we're gonna have another shot to make those kinds of profits again. Yeah, I mean, that's more like a what, 90x? Good lord. 90x it can make from as far as a measured move. Yeah, this could be an amazing one. So just something to keep in mind. VRA, kind of nuanced. I know I was all over the place with my price predictions, but it's sometimes complicated like that. And again, if you like the content, please subscribe. Please let me know below if I missed anything. If there's any projects or tokens that you want me to talk about, please let me know. And I'll be more than happy to. I mean, someone brought up in the comments VRA a couple videos ago, and that's why I decided to look back into it. I'd actually forgotten about it. So see you in the next video. And again, thank you so much for the support. Take care.